Well, today's December 3rd. The time is 8:30 p.m. The year is 2012. Just a little message from Marianna Couchie. You know me, I'm Tim Lavisser. I'm the native who's living in a house you didn't okay. Now, things would have gone different if instead of coming after me, you'd have gone after Eric and Nola Goulet. They would have pushed hard to get me out 4 years ago. But when you decided you were going to let band members get away with breaking the law and go after an innocent person who didn't know that they had broken the law, that I did not know that I was supposed to be brought up in front of the chief and council to be approved to live here. Eric and Nola Goulet just rented the house out to me and my wife, and that was the end of it as far as they were concerned. They told us we could have animals because this is farmland, which a lot of people have proven out through discussion that this used to be farmland. It was all farmland over here from the war veterans. So contrary to what you said in court or what you presented to the court, it's farmland, and the bylaws do allow for farm animals even in the middle of the village, as long as they're in an enclosure. They're considered domestic animals. If they're, well, that's chickens, ducks, geese, pigs, cows, the like. If they're allowed to roam, then they're considered farm animals. So domestic animal in a shelter, farm animal roaming free in the yard and grazing. So, Marianna, you lost your power as chief when you didn't go after Eric and Nola, and you went after me. $5,500 worth of court battle, and it's decided that because Eric and Nola own the house and the property, that they can rent to whoever they want. It's legal. So which means any band member who owns their own home plus the land it sits on has legal right to rent it to whoever they want, and you and chief and council have no say in the matter. So any of you band members got a vacant house, you own outright, and you own the land and you want to make some money, fix it up. Don't be like Eric and Nola and rent out a piece of shit house. Fix it up, rent it out, chief and council come after you, flip them the bird, tell them it's none of their business. Because in November of 2008, in the city of North Bay, my paralegal, Chris Lafrance, went against the reserve lawyer, Fred Belfay, at pretrial, and I do believe it was Judge Rogers, said that because Eric and Nola owned the house outright, it was their right to rent to whoever they pleased. It did not have to be a band member. So any of you band members looking to make a bit of extra money, go for it. And for those of you who are afraid of chief and council, she has no power, because she let Eric and Nola do as they please. She has no power to come after you and punish you for doing something that is not illegal. And just because it's a bylaw doesn't mean it's legal. Justice of the Peace Kittler has trouble signing their orders because he says most of the laws are not lawful. So in layman's terms, they're illegal. And the APS, now that Ken O'Keefe is no longer the sergeant but just a constable, they won't go and do chief and council's bidding just because they ask. It has to be legal, and if they want to take you out of the house, it has to be a court order. APS will not act without a court order. So if you got some money, chief and council are coming after you, flip them the bird. They keep coming, go to court, cite Lattiser and Gascon versus Nipissing First Nation, pretrial 2008, Judge threw it. She has no power over you except for what you give her. And come on, Marianne, how ridiculous can you be? The shoreline is for emergency purposes only. And if kids want to swim in the lake, they have to ask people permission. Get real, Marianna. Grow up. Get rid of the hatred. Be who you're supposed to be. Somebody for the people, not somebody who hates the people. Grow up.